I am on a roll. I'm going to talk about my top 3 bronzers of 2024. Top 3 as far as what I have reached for the most. It's going to be different for other people, and I'm just going by what works for me. Oops. The first one I'm going to show you is one that I have used for a few years now. I've used it long enough to know that it is a good product. You know how sometimes you get something, you think you really love it, and then the more you use it, like, oh, maybe it was just kind of hype, or it's just something isn't quite meshing with your skin or aesthetic. That is not this. So that's the Gucci bronzing powders. This was a limited edition packaging, but I have 2 shades. I have the number 3, which is a bronzy color, and this is the number 1, which is for more fair skin tones. But I find that I love this in the winter, and I love this as an actual nude blush on my light to medium skin. It's sometimes hard to find a good nude blush, and this works as this is like a true bronzer for me. It's very sheer, very skin enhancing, and it's not dry, but it is a matte finish. I love it. This is not technically a bronzer, but I use it as a bronzer, or in the same place that I would use a bronzer. And I've talked about this. This is the by Mario SoftSculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer. I am still getting the most out of this. I have a backup that I got during the VIB sale, or whatever they call it now, and it just is so beautiful. They have many shades. I use light medium, and it will just bring the life back into your skin without being super bronzy or orangey. Like sometimes you just want color, like life, without it like being a bronzer. It's beautiful. It's a cream product, and I will keep buying it as long as I have it. I very rarely repurchase a product because I just have so much, or I'm trying something new. To see that I've hit pan and that I have a backup is kind of a miracle. And I've used this product also for a couple of years, so I'm committed. The newest bronzer to my collection that I have used the most this year as a bronzer, like really when I want like more of a bronze look, but still I don't like a super bronzy bronzer, is the Hermes. I really don't know how to say it, but I think it's Hermes. It's a mineral bronzer. I use the shade Atlas. It is a beautiful neutral. It's the 2nd shade in the range. I love to use, I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of got like a little patchwork pattern, and some of it's a little bit darker. And I will use it in my crease of my eye when it just blends everything together well. They do have darker shades if you want a really bronzy look, but I find this to be so easy to use. It is at an outrageous price, but I've used it a lot and it still looks almost new. So it seems like a little goes a long way without it being like crazy on the face. Like, I don't even have to tap it out. I always tend to kind of tap things out on my hand first from the brush, just so I don't get like a splotch. And this one, you really don't need to do that. Yet there's good payoff, and yet there's still a ton of product left. So it's a really good formula. And it's not my favorite price, but it's really forgiving on the skin. It works well with my mature skin, and I've reached for it a lot. What bronzers are your favorites? Have you tried any of these? I'd love to know. Please share below, and I will see you in the next video. And I'll be wearing the same hoodie.